Once upon a time, there was a prince. He lived a despicable life of comfort and sin, for his father, the king, hadn't taught him any better. And also because the prince was a bit of a sociopath. He dreamed of being the lord of the land once his father died, but being last in the line of succession that included 3 brothers, he assessed his chances as remote. But he had a hard heart and a harder head. This is where his story ends.
Prince, please, young prince.
Begone.
Your worship, if you could see it in your heart.
Busy.
My prince, a moment?
Clean yourself up and wait here. I'll be back. Maybe.
For his 10th birthday, the prince received a silver sword. His brothers threw it into the river. For his 16th, he got a golden sword. His brothers threw it in the river too. It wasn't always the healthiest environment for a boy, but he was a prince. He never did run out of swords.
Ah, the prince.
On this day, however, no number of swords were what was needed.
You've never looked down in your life, have you? I'm here in the grass.
What the devil? Where?
Fool! Watch where your ridiculous lumbering steps take you. I'm only a small worm. You'll crush me.
What does a talking worm want with a prince?
Why, I only want what's best for you, my liege. Your happiness is my happiness, after all. I can grant you any wish you care to speak.
The prince was sceptical at first, to put it mildly.
A magical wish-granting worm? How completely absurd.
What better way to find out than to make a wish?
Fine. Separate those girls from their clothing and I'll believe you.
Of course. Nothing simpler.
Not exactly what I had in mind.
And yet the prince was convinced. He grew excited and stretched his imagination's legs a bit.
All right. Here's a wish for you, worm.
I'm all ears.
My brothers have got the best horses anywhere in the kingdom, and I can never beat them in a race. I want a mount faster than any horse in the world.
Truly a worthy wish.
Well, hey there, pal. You looking for a set of wheels today? Because we can have you back out the lot in style in no time flat.
I'm not looking for a motor vehicle.
Funny thing then you being here. I mean, we got motor cars, motorcycles, motor balloons, and my personal favorite, the motor demolisher. But they all got motors, buddy.
You try my patience, worm.
Oh, give it another try, your highness. I feel certain I'll get your intent with the next wish.
The prince heaved a great sigh and thought for a moment. Then it came to him.
Here then. My brothers have all the prettiest women upon their arms, and I'm left with the dregs. Let me sleep with the most beautiful woman in the world.
Unbeknownst to the prince, the most beautiful woman in the world had been a star of the city's opera company.
A worthier wish was never spoken.
Also unbeknownst to the prince, she had been dead for 60 years.
Damn you, worm! Damn you to the 9 bloody hells! You twist my words and...
Please, prince, I can sense that I have mispleased you. Once more, just once more.
Being buried alive had brought out the worst in the prince. He didn't even need to think for his next wish.
I want my bloody brothers dead! Do you hear me? I need a weapon that can kill them without arousing suspicion.
Can you be more specific?
An invisible knife, one that causes grievous wounds at the lightest touch.
Excellent, yes. And perhaps an invisible assassin to wield it.
The worm shifted in its hiding spot, and the prince grew suddenly nervous.
Here we are, and a bloodthirsty look on him to boot.
The prince couldn't see whatever had been conjured, but knowing it was there excited him anyway.
Where is he? Assassin? Assassin! What is he doing? Killing everyone! Can't he see what he's doing? Is he blind?
Well, of course he's blind. He's invisible. Light passes right through his eyes. How would he see?
This perplexed the prince, who hadn't learned much science from his tutors.
Don't worry, your brothers will die as well.
You're not a worm. You're a snake. A bloody viper.
Worm, snake, what's the difference? I have granted your every wish, and why should we stop now, boy?
The snake gazed from its thicket, and the prince felt his heart beat faster. His mind was swimming, but he knew the snake was right. One simple wish could salvage the day and make the throne his.
All right, you beastly devil. I wish to be the ruler of the kingdom, commander of the armies. I wish to be highest in the land.
Now that I'm simply sure I can manage.
The snake spoke it true. Every princeling in the castle that day died, and it wasn't much longer before their father fell ill too. Funny thing, that.